the need to feed. My first baby turned 60 in May. 5 of 8 grandkids are adults. I still have the need to feed. Tandoori wing bones from Haveli, dim sum chicken feet from Lulu's, all find home with me. 2 bowls of pumpkin seed granola, hastily poured with milk turned sour, does not fill my compost. Empty bowls in view of my window yawn to be filled each morn. Imagine my glee when a white plastic bag caught for hours on the lava rock outside this kitchen picture window turns. The pale brown face of a ragdoll cat amid a large fluff of white is eyeing me. Night falls early. Our spotlight shows the possum facing us, feeding. Lovey, the ragdoll cat, stretched out on the stone wall, watching. The possum eats. Waiting. Now, the possum leaves. Lovey eats. That's a long poem for me. The rest of mine are very short, so feel free to, you don't have to applaud. Okay. Undressing. By the way, all the poems I'm reading tonight are brand new since last year, except there's 2 that are old ones, but these are new. Okay. Undressing. Pollyanna that I am encourages intellectual skepticism, battling big pharma. Let me undress my heroine's cape. In 2024, ibuprofen that expires in 2027 definitely has more power than what expired in 2021. That's it. Poetry. I was shy when I was young, afraid to speak out. I put my thoughts to paper. Some now call poetry. Cycle. If you've signed up for life, you're signed up for death. It's all one juicy cycle. In short. Memory mixing bowl. Are we camping in the night? The dark sky above with pinpoints of stars. But the ground is too comfy and too warm. Oh no, of course, we are in my daughter's home office. Ceiling painted dark blue. We are in another artist's home. Library walls painted burgundy. Color so intense fills my imagination. And I thank this artist for inspiring me, though she insists her ceiling is not burgundy. When time came to repaint our home, of course, the living room must be sky blue, the walls and ceiling. After all, the sky starts at our feet. Till Sue. To escape conflict, as president of the board of Craft Alliance, I bought, on the edge of bankruptcy, my youngest daughter's passion. All American gymnastics. Until Sue Mathias published an article in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch about my career. IBM programmer, arts advocate, Taiji teacher, poet, gym owner. I was too embarrassed by my newest role. Sue, whose life I had always admired, gave me confidence through her writing, for which I am eternally grateful. And I wrote this in February 2nd of this year, because Sue was going to celebrate her 100th birthday in March, and her daughter had contacted me to write something for her. But unfortunately, she passed about a month before she turned 100. But she lived an amazing life. She was the first licensed female helicopter pilot in Missouri, among many other accomplishments. Okay, and here's an old poem. This is not a new one. Oh, I gotta hold this closer, it's smaller. Here we go. The Talk of the Delta, for Joyce. From the height of Victoria Falls, far better named Mosi-oa-Tunya, the smoke that thunders, on the bridge that crosses the Zambezi, she stands halfway to her 69th birthday, barely over the quota at 92 pounds, torso strapped, lower legs towel wrapped together and tied to the bungee cord. She is blind without her glasses. Fellow safari travelers and other strangers declare Chinese women are strong, cheer and watch in fear. Her knees are trembling as the countdown starts. 5, 4, 3, 2. She pushes off the edge, arms spread in a perfect swan dive. Her maroon polo caught forever on Debbie's video. She is free from her father's admonitions, be careful, be careful. From each step taken with thoughtful care, from fear of caterpillars down her shirt, from fear of skiing a Wisconsin slope. From the outside, you'd never guess what guts dwell in there. No wonder my big sister Joyce is the talk of the Okavango Delta. Okay, back to the new ones here. Singing Reefs. I learned last night on Nova Coral reefs, just like us, sing when we are healthy. Coral reef spores are seduced by song, long to hang with a singing gang. Here, healthy coral reefs grow. Okay. Science at work again. What if your vehicle, loaded with booze, sat on the lot of the car repair shop in 0-degree weather? For 3 days, a case of Heineken survives unscathed. But a brand new 750 milliliter bottle of Monsieur Touton, a white Bordeaux Sauvignon from France, 12% alcohol, does indeed freeze and pop its own cork. Here at last, a living lab, expansion of water as it changes states. How sweet the irony. 12 months ago, our contractor, Ted, reports that the dock built by Rich 5 decades ago now rests on lake bottom, tangled with snakes. Yeah. Cedar Hill Lakes Board called a meeting last summer to address the leak in the dam, giving residents 2 years to raise $500 each. A gated community we are not. 50 years ago, we sought a rural retreat. My then husband, another Chinese American, found in his medical magazine an A-frame for sale in the woods on the bank of a spring-fed lake. The only glitch in the bylaws, only Caucasians need apply. Not a fighter like my daughter, I found my way around, invited our new friends, the O'Donnells, to buy for us in their name our retreat in Missouri woods. An A-frame without a lake would not be the same, ambiance and dollar-wise. A leaky earthen dam cannot wait for 2 years to begin repairs. I instantly wrote a check. Hire the architect and structural engineer now. How sweet the irony. A Chinese American the bylaws would restrict saves the community. Okay, trans. What if my husband's jacket also is mine to wear? Do we call it a trans jacket? Okay, and then those of you who've been in my readings before know that the last poem I always read is something I wrote a long time ago. Actually, let's see. Well, a long time ago. 1938. Ooh. 43 days to go. My mother died when I was 4, leaving me no memories. When I turned 38, my father gave me my first photo of her, taken at the same age, 43 days before her death. Not prone to regretting, I never dreamed the day away. Not prone to dreaming, I never regretted moonlight bathing my cheeks, streaming my hair with stars. I never cried into the night, Mama, wherever you are, keep watch, keep watch. Yet today we meet in 2 dimensions. You do not exceed my expectations. You take my hand, we slip through wax, the cardboard years dissolve. You move easily, I have your ease. You do not speak, I watch your feet. We walk through thick leaves, thick air leaves my hair steaming. Or was it a sudden downpour? But your feet are not damp. I would have seen your cotton black shoes drink. Not content to loll in bed, Yangtze River rose instead, covering Chongqing with thick air. September, we are there, and Daddy adds the 3rd dimension. You two sit touching the wooden bench on which I lean, nestled between his right arm draped across your shoulder. Your hand still holds mine, resting in your lap softly. My left hand clutches Daddy's knee. The wrinkles are still there. I can see his hand on mine, his knees lying straight over his feet, his body lean, taut, caught between family and the war. Your face distraught behind distorting glasses. You must know, 43 days to go. I keep watching for a light in your eyes. The only moon is your face. No stars in your hair. Where am I in you? I am as you were in the 4th dimension. Shall I leave my daughters no regretting, and all the stars you left me, that they can dream the day and watch me as I do you today?